The family secret I found in the attic. When my grandma died last summer, my whole family showed up at her old farmhouse to clean it out. While everyone was downstairs arguing over the china cabinet, I got bored and went up to the attic. Shoved way back behind some dusty books, I found an old trunk with a lock on it. I checked everywhere and found a small key literally taped under her nightstand drawer, which seemed incredibly strange. Inside were baby clothes, a newborn hospital bracelet, and 4 old black and white photos of a little kid, maybe 2 years old. On the back of every photo, in Grandma's handwriting, it said, Ari 1986. Here's the problem. My mom was born in 1975, and my Uncle Brian was born in 1978. There is absolutely no Ari in our family history. The Stonewall. I brought the photos downstairs and asked my mom, did Grandma have another kid or something? Her whole face froze, turning completely blank. Then she got this look, kind of scared, kind of angry. Put that back where you found it, she said, quiet and firm. You don't need to worry about that stuff. When I pressed, she just barked, drop it. She had never spoken to me like that before, which only fueled my curiosity. That night I called my Uncle Brian, who moved away years ago and barely talks to the family. Hey, random question, I started. Did Grandma ever have another kid like before Mom? The silence on the phone was heavy. So you found the trunk? He finally said. My stomach dropped. Wait, you know about this? He sighed, a heavy, tired sound. Yeah. Ari was our older brother. Half-brother, technically. I couldn't process it. What do you mean was? Is he still alive? Brian laughed, but it wasn't a happy laugh. He's still alive. He lives in a care home about an hour from where Grandma was. The truth about Ari. My uncle explained that Grandma had him when she was 17, way before she married Grandpa. Ari was born with a developmental condition. Back then, her parents and the church essentially forced her to give him up, telling her she'd ruin her life keeping him. But here was the secret. Grandma visited him every month for almost 40 years. She brought him cards, his favorite snacks, and paid for extra care the state wouldn't cover. She never told anyone, not even Grandpa. My mom had found out when she was 15, seeing some papers in Grandma's car. They fought for 2 years, then simply pretended it never happened. Our family's really good at that, Brian noted dryly. Reconciliation. The next morning, I confronted my mom directly. Why didn't you tell me about Ari? She stopped moving, didn't turn around, and said, it wasn't my story to tell. But it's our family, I insisted. She finally looked at me, her eyes red. You don't understand what it was like back then. She didn't have a choice. Her parents would have disowned her. The church would have shamed her. She was a kid. I asked where he was. She wrote an address, Clearwater Care Center, on a napkin but warned, I don't know if you should. I went the next day without telling anyone. The place was nice. A nurse led me to a common room. This older guy was doing a puzzle. He had Grandma's exact green eyes. Ari, I said. He looked up and smiled big. Do I know you? I'm your nephew. I'm Marie's grandson. His face changed when I said her name. Marie came every month. She brought me chocolate chip cookies, the good kind from the bakery. We talked for an hour. He showed me drawings, told me about his favorite TV shows. He was just a person who needed some help. When I was leaving, he grabbed my hand. Are you coming back? Yeah, I said. I'm coming back. I've been going every 2 weeks since then. My mom finally came with me last month and cried the entire time. It turns out Grandma had left money in her will specifically for Ari's care, a final secret revealed only when the lawyer read it out loud.